I scared you because I came from a direction you weren't expecting, huh? I scared you. Secrecat is muted, and I don't have my volume on. Power on, it says. And then it does nothing to utilize that power. Because I have to change my sound settings. No, I don't. What's going on here? Nope. Man, why are you being a little bitch? You know what I just realized? It said power on, but it didn't say connected. Well, we'll get it.
Happening in the area. Maybe he knew something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
You can?
Yep, now I can. This is a Dutch angle. This is indeed a Dutch angle. I feel like I'm in a new Star Trek movie. This Dutch angle. I wanted to do it like that, basically, ish.
What?
What? I'm talking about the angle of my camera.
Oh.
And where I'm putting it, so that way.
It's extremely disconnected because when I like, I can see your mouth moving on the iPad, but it isn't.
Oh
congruent.
yeah, for you, yeah.
It's not congruent at all. So
ignore it.
Extremely big disconnect, and I'm like, don't know. Does he hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. No.
Okay. So.
Let me turn off my wave. So.
Where is...
Okay. Do you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. I think I am. Well, I'm gonna have to hold on to this phone until probably the end of the year.
Okay.
OnePlus has a new phone, so I'm probably gonna scoop that one. It's the 8. I think I'm gonna splurge for the professional model, like the higher end model.
Wait. The what 8?
The OnePlus. It's the brand of phone that I have now.
Having a phone named the OnePlus 8 is a really fucking stupid name.
But you know what? They're good phones, honestly.
Your phone is called 9.
It's currently what I have is the OnePlus 6T. You're like, just stop.
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, math says that you can't just add that together. No, 6t plus 1 is 6t plus 1. That's just that's just algebra. Yeah.
Oh, not math class.
I just wanted a phone that made me have to remember PEMDAS.
Like parenthesis
Order of operation. Yeah. Let's see. Negative plus or minus the square root of 4ac. I always go to the quadratic equation as my example of just bullshit. Just bullshit. Plus or minus?
You throw it out a window and say this is what I
Yeah, no. Not acceptable. That was weird. This vape juice I used like disappeared. I don't know what happened here. If it just like evaporates quicker.
She just ate the whole bottle.
Lower boiling point? I don't know what's going on. Or I just, fucking, it's delicious and I killed it.
I think
It's time to smoke a shit ton of weed. And then I'm gonna mix some motherfucking paint. Look at this shit. Look at this beautiful ass art area. You know, it's just like everything is here and happy and ready to do things. Wow, I could actually just kind of do this, couldn't I? This isn't the worst. Especially, well, the reason I'm meaning this is because I can now clip my phone, like right here, my other phone, and use it to show what I'm working on. I don't have to like move my keyboard out of the way each time and shit like that, and try and do it at my desk. Yeah.
Do you have all the cubes up?
No.
That's what I thought.
How many cubes
I was like,
does
isn't
this
that
one
twice as high?
I
thought that was 6 levels, or is it 5? Because I think I have.
So, well, I mean, it's sitting on a thing here. I don't know if that's what you're noticing. It's sitting on a table, but I have.
Yeah, but I see the
3 plus 2, right? Yeah. So this is supposed to be 5 tall and 4 across.
That's what because I think I have.
Or 4x 5y.
Stop.
Oh, I do need fuckboy LED strips.
Come collect your friend, Beard.
Oh, LED strips that went along the grid would be beautiful.
Yeah.
One that goes straight along there. Good idea.
That's what I wanted to get for like my computer area, but it's like I don't. Part of me doesn't want to invest if I am moving in 6 hours.
If I can, oh, yeah. See, for you, yeah. Honestly, I was just kind of going through a similar thing here a little bit ago, where I was like, do I want to? Right? Do I want to buy anything? Because Jima and I might be moving, or fucking I might get kicked out at any minute. Like, what should I be doing? That's why I was like, okay. Yeah. I like these a lot because they're really modular. Like, I wouldn't get anything right now that I couldn't break down.
Yeah.
Like I have a dresser. Like, I would not buy a dresser right now if I didn't have one. I'd be like, I'll go get plastic drawers from Walmart. Do you have, like, secondhand shops and stuff around you? Because usually those are pretty good for finding storage.
We do. The issue is like
shelves and boxes and cabinets and shit.
If they're like, if they even have them, they be quick, and then I'm about as well. It has nothing. Even though you have noticed, but that actually nothing. Because I could essentially.
You're kind of cutting in and out, and I think it's your volume. Like I think that you're not being loud enough, or you're not close enough to the mic. Because you're a little quiet, also.
Headset.
Oh.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Was actually.
I can turn you up a little on my end, but that doesn't change how much you get caught on the mic.
Yeah, because it should be picking up earphone and.
Yeah, you're still cutting in and out. You might want to manually adjust your pickup range.
I'm just gonna. Okay. I'm just gonna hold it up to my ear. That's fine.
Oh yeah, like your CIA agent. Like your Secret Service.
Like my actual phone. No, we're not gonna.
Like we're boomers.
Boomers. Yes.
Boomers talking on cell phones. Who'd have ever thought? Now I just hear an echo though.
Who uses a phone to like talk?
Oh wait,
what is that?
Is it Beard echoing?
I am definitely not.
No, it's Sista. Okay.
This is a very expensive headset that my work bought me, so I know that it doesn't echo.
Okay, so in order to not get paint all over this beautiful fucking shirt, which Beard, one of the shirts that you have over here is this one.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be appropriate to wear around his house. There's like children there.
There is one children here. That's very true.
But that is a extremely small child, isn't it?
Do you remember when I did my sexy butcher?
Oh my god.
What? I mean, obviously, this was before my time.
I just had this and leggings on, and I was doing this dance. It was really sexy. It was definitely sexy.
2 different butcher knives. It was.
Yeah, because this is actually a butcher's apron, and I use it for paint, but I also keep my butcher's knives in it.
Oh my God.
It kind of seems like you would one or the other, but.
How much money do I have to pay for a recreation of this?
Ooh.
That's a Patreon exclusive.
It's my own tier. It's my own tier.
Private Patreon tiers. At that point, I just reopened the OnlyFans. I think that's what.
It's very niche content, because that's what you have to do to make any money. You either have to be famous already, or you have to have such extreme niche content that people are like, I will pay a lot of money for
telling these girls
this particular intersection of things to happen.
Don't even try right now. It's not the time to try and get into fucking porn.
That's why I haven't posted anything else on mine.
Massive things inside of yourself, or like, can you put a Gundam in you without it coming apart?
And like just pull out a hole.
Now I'm gonna warn you, even me trying to put him in different positions sometimes makes his arms fall off. So you better be skilled. Or maybe
you
it's
just
like
pull a whole Barbados just out of you.
I like hand you 2 Gundam parts. You put them inside. They come back out snapped together.
You just put the unassembled parts in there, and then they come back out
one at a time, and it's just like
they come out painted. Just a whole box. Just a whole box.
That added a whole other dynamic.
You just shove the whole box in there. It's unpackaged,
it's
painted,
unclipped,
and put together in less
They've been
than 10
cut
minutes.
from the sprues.
Yes.
What in there is sharp?
You don't need to know.
You know what? I should have stopped at what was paint.
Trade
Never mind. It's not paint. It's amino acids. Oh.
It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
I get that yellow by eating a bunch of asparagus. Oh boy. Now I feel like a butcher. Let's butch.
Let's butch it up. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. That's mean. That's awful. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh yeah, I meant it as in like butcher. I don't know.
I was unintentionally saying something. I'm like, that's awful. I shouldn't say that.
I quit. I tap out. Ultimate surrender.
I'm canceled. Am I canceled off the internet?
Yes.
Am I canceled?
I'm trying to get canceled at this point.
I'm trying to get yeeted into the sun
people
because I think
will
that's
have
the only
said my
place I can
name
live.
one time. At least they'll be adding me on Twitter.
I can't even.
What if that's the strategy? Just pick some like really tiny, dumb group of people you don't care about and desperately try to pick on them and make fun of them. Yeah.
I mean, that you're.
Now, you don't want to do it to anyone who could be a threat to you. So, like as much as I'd love for it to be fascists, like they might fuck up your channel and dox you. You have to actually pick.
What about the scented candle community?
Yeah, that would work. Maybe.
No.
You worried there's like some Fight Club network of boomer moms?
No, Karens? Not necessarily. No, because the scented candle community is Karens. And like,
Karens do have a collective power.
Right. I'm just, more and more, ever since COVID, I just don't see them anymore. I don't even. Well, no, I do. Never mind. I see them in stores with their fucking mask on under their nose.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't see Karens anymore. Did they all die of COVID?
Oh my God.
Nope, not yet.
No, they're just, I don't know, deciding that they're going to bake bread and try to raise chickens and cattle.
Gwyneth Paltrow
Did I
it.
ever
Shouldn't
tell
be too
you that
hard.
story?
No.
That, okay, my mother was she was coming home from somewhere, and I was, when I had to go back to her house, because, you know, they yeeted us out of the resident hall, all the med students. And my mother came back one day, and I was, like, doing laundry or something, and she told me, she's like, that's what I heard on the radio. And I'm like, what? And she's
What did
like,
she hear?
people were trying to purchase baby chickens to raise for eggs.
Okay.
Because stores were running out of eggs. And
Because
people,
you might not be able to get eggs during COVID. This is more
Yes, like
reasonable
they
than
were,
toilet
like-
paper, but still not like
it's like
something a
the same,
sane
it's
person
the same
does.
vibe. It's the same vibe. Like, the same idiots that were, like, out there buying 500 rolls of toilet paper because they
Right.
didn't understand. Like, I'm like, how much more shitting do you think you're gonna do?
This is something like Grandma
I mean,
started buying toilet
like,
paper,
I
and I was
have,
like,
like-
Grandma, question: do we have enough food to make this much shit?
Yes. That's why,
'Cause
like,
if we
people are
don't,
buying food. I'm like,
Then
seeing
we're gonna
people
have to
buy
start
toilet paper.
eating toilet paper at a certain point, and that's a problem for me.
That's a whole other deal.
I don't want that life. Just kill me.
But yeah, and it was like such a weird concept to me because I'm like,
It reminds me
How
of
in
like
the-
when there was historically like, and it's used as like a historic example of speculation with the price of, oh my god, daffodils, I think it was some stupid flower like that, and the price of them skyrocketed and then crashed for no reason, to the point where it was like $1,000 to buy one of these flowers for maybe a couple hours. And then everyone who owned them was fucking worthless because it's like a fucking daffodil.
It's a
And it's like one of these anomalies of the concept of speculative markets where the thing is imbued with value by us wanting to buy it. So if a bunch of people just start wanting to buy it, then other people want to buy it, and then and that's exactly what happened with toilet paper. It's just like some store in America was out of toilet paper just normally, just because. And someone went there and was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, made a post online or something. Like it had to be
it's like the
something
run
like
on the
that.
bank, like
Yeah,
the Mary
it's for
Poppins.
no
It's
yeah,
the run on the bank.
just out of nowhere where it's just like, give me my money too. Like, what? Wait.
And it
the
like
fuck?
they had nothing to do with each other, but
Yeah,
essentially
but it just-
bankrupted.
Happened to be a thing that's just where the spike happened. Like, it could have been Hormel chili and been slightly useful, but it wasn't. I just had Hormel
Yeah, I
chili
just
for
don't-
lunch. That's why that was my
That's
example.
you're like that's why I mentioned it.
That's the only. I mentioned a food. I probably ate it.
It's the only time you bring up food, either that or to explain, like, it's like when you're cooking eggs.
It's like when you're cooking French toast or eggs.
Oh my god. Oh
The
my
two
god.
things that I know how to do. But I will taste French toast. I will not taste
French
hollandaise. R.I.P. Mike. Oh my god. For a second, I thought you meant like the sound. No, now I remember. You were here when I lit my mic on fire.
I
It
didn't
was
get
like
to
when
see
you
that. I
light
had,
your
like,
sock on fire because there's just like little bits on it or whatever.
I don't know how that feels, but I did
You've
like.
never done
okay,
that?
so
Oh
no,
my
I
God.
lit my hair on fire though, which is more dangerous. It was when I was still smoking. That's why I have a swoop thing now. I have kept it.
Oh, it's not
since
doing
then.
it. So I think you need like the regular white socks to do it. But when you do this with a lighter, your sock will go real fast, and then the fire will
Oh
be
my
gone.
God.
It just burns up all the lint and like hair on the bottom of your sock, and then it stops.
Okay.
I don't know why I brought that up. I was
I
like,
don't
you've
know
never
why.
done that? What? Oh, I said lighting my mic on fire was like that. It's just like, it was like a quick burst of fire and then it was gone. So no damage was done. We're okay. No animals were harmed.
Oh, animals were harmed. I don't know what color uniform to wear. Do I wear black again, or do I wear the blue? I don't know. Or do I basically don't even really have to wear scrubs. That's the other thing. But Monday...
Scrubs are
if we don't
comfortable
care-
though. Like that's...
I know. I have to
Right.
buy new ones. So when I go shopping, you'll have to help me pick stuff out.
Yeah, you can turn on a
Okay.
camera and take
I
us
may
with
do
you.
it online. I may just buy
Okay.
it all online. Because if they keep putting me in the big Rona house, then I'm not going to be able to go to stores.
The House of Rona.
True. Because Allie, the sock, it's like a forest fire, right? You have to do controlled burns
Yeah,
in order for
controlled
new
burns.
socks to grow.
That's how you get new socks. Actually.
That's where socks come from.
Yeah, either that or obviously sock elves.
And
Yeah,
when
they
socks
knit
get
them
old,
in your closet,
they die,
and then they leave them.
and they
leave
return
socks.
to the socks from whence they came in your dryer. They disintegrate,
See?
and they return to the other socks, and then you light that other sock on fire, and that releases the spores that make new socks.
Make socks. There, see? We solved it.
Circle.
Yeah, that's science.
Science.
biology.
This dude at the weed shop was singing Bill Nye the Science Guy. And he
Like the whole thing?
like
Ew,
it
no.
was right up my alley of like sense of humor too, because like he kept having to like go from one room to another. So every time he'd come past his buddy who was working, he'd be like, Bill, 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 Bill. And then he'd be in the other room, and then like 20 seconds would go by, and he'd come back out. And he'd be like,
Inertia is a
Bill,
property
Bill,
matter.
Bill. It was good. It was good times.
Is his name Bill, though? Is
I don't
his
know.
coworker's name Bill?
I don't know. That's a
Because
good
if it is,
question.
then it's funny.
If it
I
is,
mean, if
then
it
all of a
isn't, it's
sudden
funny.
it's like, I hate that guy. Could you imagine if your name was Bill and someone kept doing that to you every time you were at
Bill.
work?
I'd probably punch them.
Like Bill Nye? Yes. Like fucking Bill Nye.
That's why I run into that shit all the time. Like, oh,
Chance.
what's your name? Yeah, your name's Chance. Like, oh, take a chance on me. Ha ha, fucking kill yourself.
Wow, you're a genius.
Oh, wait. I can wear these gray pants. And now I just have to find the top. Do I wear my school graduation shirt? Or maybe just some gray athleisure?
You say these things out loud like we have opinions.
And or understand what they mean. These are definite words. I know that for a fact. I'm partially sure.
But they mean nothing.
I have more
That they're-
opinions about if it's right or wrong or legal or illegal to rim a dog.
You know, someone's going to hear that and they're going to be like, how did this
What?
conversation get to, is
Let
it
me see.
illegal to rim your dog? Like, if it's someone else's dog, is it wrong? Or is it, like, any dog?
I don't even remember how it started at this point, but you know, it's a good jumping off point.
It came up when we were talking, I think it was transmission of diseases, and I'm like, please
Oh,
don't
yeah,
put your
yeah,
penis in a
yeah.
possum. And then you brought up dog rimming, and I'm like, please don't put your penis in a possum because zoonotic diseases. I'm not talking about bestiality because that isn't
Please don't
my
put your
discussion.
penis in a possum.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that could be a great song to like a very Ben Folds number.
That's where I was at. Like,
That's what that was.
With some
That was giving
piano.
me some very, yes, just like a
Mhm.
soft, like
Like
adult
sad.
contemporary.
Sad and plaintive, but in a very like
okay.
your tongue is so far in your cheek it's poking out of your face.
Yes.
Here are my shades. So I gather all the shades of a color, and then I go, do I really need all these shades? Like,
And then you go, yes.
well, no, I don't need them all in small bottles right away. Fuck.
You need more of them in big bottles.
Um,
I don't know.
like, I don't like this one because it's called avocado.
Is it just the name that turns you off, or is it the shade itself?
Yes, it's the name.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
This
it's,
one's called leaf
is an
green.
avocado,
and we're
is it
fine.
considered a stone fruit? Is
I
that
don't know.
considered a stone?
I don't want to know.
Yes.
I definitely need neon green.
Because it has
100%.
a pit and then flesh
Yeah.
surrounding it encased by
Yeah.
a skin. So I mean that's essentially a peach. Just it tastes really not like a peach.
Yeah, it doesn't really, avocado itself doesn't really have like a
A real peach flavor.
peach flavor.
It's
this
weird, it's
avocado doesn't taste.
It's almost
taste
like you took
peach enough.
it's almost like you took leaf green and then mixed it with a little bit of gray. Like it's just like a washed out version.
It's a very, yeah, it is a very like greenish. Ooh, I
It's
hate
like,
that color.
ugh.
I hated. Oh, I
Blah.
hate that color because the only thing it
Oh, you
reminds me of is like this. Is
Bathrooms
not
and
a
cheap
healthy...
houses for me.
And then there's
Oh my gosh. Okay.
neon green and mint,
Well, I mean,
which are
obviously.
actually really fucking close together, except mint isn't neon.
Yes.
And it's like, couldn't I just take this and add some white and make it mint? I can, and that's why I go, see, I take out all my colors, and then I go, which of these do I really need? Don't need avocado, and I don't need mint.
Mint. So much disdain.
I
Mint.
like- I have no, it's seafoam. Never mind. Are we gonna? Is
It's
that
not.
semantics?
It's not mint, it's glow
Nope.
in the dark.
Oh.
Oh.
So that's why it's just kind of like a shitty light green, because its color here apparently doesn't matter. But I remember
what it glows.
very specifically that glow in the dark paint fucking sucks. It never works correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck that paint.
Trash.
Okay. That leaves me with these guys. Let's get neon green into a tube.
So, fuck BlackBerry.
What?
I don't.
What are we?
I d-
What are we doing?
I
Fuck
Don't-
Blackberry.
don't. I'm so. The more I think about that subject and the person who wrote it and the,
The
reason
more it is
they
an
wrote
ad, it's totally an ad.
I get angrier and fucking angrier. It's just like this isn't news. This is some. Oh my god! And I just start
Yeah.
throwing things out the window.
It really is shitty that like we have to be so active about figuring out if we're being advertised to or not. It's like I don't want to spend that much mental energy constantly.
Well, it's exhausting when it's like, is this someone just presenting information to me, or is this a long-form commercial?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it isn't like I don't consume media, because I do, but I don't watch like
But I don't like
I don't
it.
watch. I don't watch like television. Like, I can't
Yeah,
really
like
tell you
network
shows.
TV.
Yeah,
Right, I
like
don't
I
think any
can't
of
tell
us
you
do.
what's on, like what plays on ABC other than, like, I don't know, the nightly news. I'm like,
The most modern television I even conceptually know of is The Masked Singer.
oh yeah, because that's still
Yeah,
like a
that's
thing.
There was a
That
few
is
years ago that started, but I don't know of like any. I can't tell you of a show that is newer than that. I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm so like strangely removed from certain things.
I know
the
that
last
there's a
TV show I really cared about was like The Walking Dead, and this was some years ago. So this is still going on like 5 years
fuck
ago.
yeah, Walking
Probably
Dead was a long time ago.
Um,
Isn't it still
they weren't
going
even.
now?
They had like just gotten to Alexandria, and like Glenn had gotten killed. Like that was it.
Okay.
I don't even know like where like they hadn't even gotten to like the Hilltop community, like all of that stuff, which I don't
Right.
even know if they would have even shown that much on television, because in the comic
Crap.
that was like extremely violent, and there was a lot of issues
they-
there with sexual violence, because there was a scene with Carl where him and Rick get attacked on the side of the road by some of the bikers that Daryl wound up with for a little bit or whatever. I can't remember. And he
You've lost
actually
me.
like,
I didn't watch this much
Yeah.
of the show.
okay, I only know this because I had read the comics for a
Oh,
while.
yeah.
This was years ago. But when they showed that particular scene, they only implied as to what happened there, obviously, because they can't legitimately show
You
it.
can do a
But
lot
it-
off camera and like imply what's going on.
That's what they did. That it was
Yeah.
this Carl's having this sort of disassociated event during this
There's
attack.
a show
where
called I Can See Your Voice. It's like The Masked Singer. Okay. Is it in another country, or is it also
that maybe the Korean version.
is it just
I
like
don't
a
remember
what the-
editor?
That was where the concept for the Masked Singer started, wasn't it? It was like
Oh.
Yeah.
Korea or Japan.
It was a Korean. It may have started in Japan, but I only watched the Korean version. If there's a Japanese version, then obviously I didn't see it. I only remember seeing it from Korean television
Okay.
and watching it
interesting.
online.
What's the point of seeing it in Korea when you don't know any Korean stars? And you can't speak Korean, so you can't understand the songs.
I know some Korean. It's not very good, but
Okay.
I know.
But, like, I'm
They use
familiar
English
with,
in their
like-
songs sometimes.
Pang Pang Gung Di, and that's pretty much all you need.
Ah, yes.
that's all I really need to know. Those are the ones that matter. But no, like my
And sambal.
conversational used to be a lot better, but I've like fallen out of using it, so it's like
Mm,
real dodgy now.
gotcha.
But that's something I said I wanted to.
It's in the US, it's
Pick back
new.
up.
Well, why the fuck would they just make another Masked Singer? I mean, I get it,
Why?
because that's what they do. They just make alternate versions of the same shit for eternity. But
Oh, selling this red hat makes us money? Okay, well let's sell a blue hat.
yep.
Let's sell more hats, but
In blue.
If we change it to blue, it will sell the exact same amount of hats, if not more.
But we'll open the market. We'll open the market to people who don't like red but like blue.
The blue hat market, it's untapped.
We've got to disrupt the hat space, guys.
Guys, I'm here to solve hats.
Oh my god. Oh. A lot of those corporate memery hit like they hit different because I'm like, oh cool, I get to sign in and clock into my job, and
once you do that
cool,
for a while,
another
do we need to watch
email
Office
from the
Space?
Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Acquisition about how we're really partnering to provide solutions.
That made my brain hurt on a certain level.
Goddamn cliff.
I just want
That is why you partner, because of synergies to offer solutions.
Synergistic opportunities.
Yep.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Only show I've been watching a lot is Lucifer. I remember you mentioning that one before, Allie. That one looks pretty cheesy to me. It looks like a modern day like Buffy.
Hannibal.
Oh yeah, there is a Hannibal show in there.
That was the last like. I was actually surprised with the intensity of the subject matter and, for lack of a better term, the amount of on-screen gore, violence that they got away with. Because
what channel?
if I remember right, it was a fucking NBC show.
Whoa!
But it obviously, like, there are big sections where you can tell the dude that made the show was like, better go to my Tumblr page and see what the fans. But
there's a lot of fan service with that show.
It is really fucking good. Like, it's
fan service is one of my least favorite things.
But
it serves a purpose, but I think
it's not quite the level of on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z, everyone spends the day at the hot springs kind of fan service. But there are, like, it is I don't know, like, implied.
But Gene Starwind has to go to the hot springs planet because that's the only planet they have caster shells on, which he needs for his gun. So it's not really about the hot springs. It's about him needing ammunition. It's just that the only way for him to get that ammunition is to trade dirty pictures to the old man who makes it. So he has to sneak up on the girls in the hot spring and take the pictures. But it's totally not about the hot springs.
It's not.
I can't, dude. I can't.
It's a 30-minute episode, and 27 minutes of it is
You're just like, dude, this is... I'll just fucking go watch hentai. Why am I watching this? This is going to be more awkward to explain to my mom if she comes in my room right now than if I was watching hentai or porn.
She'd be like, I thought this was a cartoon.
I tried to... So, there's this anime that I think it's Food Wars. And I really enjoy it because it's funny and it's also, like, the typical anime trope of taking something relatively mundane like cooking and incredibly over dramatizing.
Just crank it up.
Yeah,
it's fun and it's funny, but there are certain, and I felt so bad because I was hanging out with my sister. So I thought, like, this is a really funny anime. Like, you should get into it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's watch an episode. And in the first episode, like 11 minutes in, the main character makes a pork cutlet dish. Super incredibly Japanese, but B, it like reduces this D tier villain to like throes of ecstasy and audible orgasm, and my sister is just staring at me like, "What the fuck do you watch? What is this?"
It's like,
No, but it's not like
This is worse than hentai.
like-
This is right
it's
now
not
what
like-
is on is
Yeah,
worse
'cause
than
now it's-
hentai.
it's
it looks like
questionable.
it's sex, but it's like it's not actual.
That's
but,
the
like,
problem. That's the
like, you
problem
have to,
here.
like, understand the whole.
Just
like,
go
point
jerk
of-
off. Don't watch this anymore. You're like, no, it's good though.
Yeah, but
They
it's
just
not
did
like
it for
you
the
can get around that.
fans.
Yeah, if you get
But yeah,
around
like they're
that,
like
it's
they're
actually
nude,
really well.
everything. Yeah.
I want to show
It's like-
Sista the anime fuck Gohan Girls, was that it called? The one about the Yakuza that have to have the sex change.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's I mean that's
Do
what it's
I
about,
want to?
Sista.
I
It's
mean, yeah, I
okay.
do.
It's a
Yeah,
comedy.
you do.
And it's about these 3 Yakuzas who fuck up real bad. So the Yakuza mob boss is like, all right, you want to not die? Okay. I'm going to send you to Thailand to have sex change surgery and you're going to be teen idols. And he starts pimping them out as teen idols. And it's just so offensive on a lot of levels.
It is very problematic. But
It's
it is very
problematic. Very, very problematic. But fuck, dude, it got me a lot of times. I was laughing. I was laughing at that.
It is. The funniest part is like the incredible juxtaposition of like the like the idols will be at like a signing event, like a fan meet and greet or something, and there's like a sweaty fan is like, "Oh, I love you. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. Oh, thanks. That's so awesome. We love your support." And then it switches to
Like,
their
you see a
internal
ghost
monologue.
of their man head floating
Yeah.
behind and above their little
And
girl
it's
body,
still
and
the
it's like,
male
I
voice
can't
actors.
fucking believe I have to do this with this guy. And like the
Oh
little,
my
it's like a
God.
little cute anime girl smiling and shaking hands. It's like, yeah, the
Oh my
difference between
God.
the two, and there's times when it's problematic. There's times when I want to actually say that it like comes close to trying to address some
The
weird
obvious
things.
issues.
Like, you're like, are you almost getting to toxic masculinity here? Is that what you're trying to do? Like, talking about
It-
how men should be able to open up about their feelings and not have to necessarily feel
Well,
this weird
I
shit?
think it touches on that, and then it also touches on
Like, trans
much-
and like,
that, and then also how much, especially a lot of these, pop stars in general get
Mhm.
and celebrities get so much work done, and
true. There is that too. I didn't even
especially
actually
in,
think
like,
of that
Asian
angle of
especially
like,
Asian pop stars, and this is not being racist. This is like
Right.
well known. One girl that I watch, Jessie, she was born in New Jersey, but her parents are Korean, but she's a Korean rapper. And she's very open that she's like, I got my butt done, my face is done, I have fake boobs. She's
Nice.
like, I don't care. She's like, I purchased these. She's like, this is what I want to look like. She's
Yeah.
like, she's like, I have cohort here in the industry that have had stuff done, and you all talk about openly that, oh, this was a picture of them when they were 14, then all of a sudden 16 they look like a whole different person.
Right.
And it's
you're gonna
like
praise that while telling me
You're-
I'm
you're
shitty
going
for
to yell at
talking
them.
about it.
you're going to talk about what they had done, but you're going to vilify me when I'm open about it, and they'll say like, why doesn't she just say she had her face fixed? And it's like
Right.
Jessie talks about how she's had her face done, and they're like, well, why would you talk about it? It's like, well, what do you want us to do? Because you
Yeah.
insist on us having this stuff done. And she's
That's-
like, I'm looking how I want to look like. Like, she
That's something that's
has
true
a
in any
very-
culture, pretty much about like
Yeah.
that immediately also makes me think of like Madonna horror complex, where it's like men want women to literally be both simultaneously. You need to be untouched by a scalpel, but you need to look like, complete
like, I just
plastic
woke up
porn
this
star.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you better go
Like, I
get all
woke
your
up this
makeup
way.
tattooed on and get your butt done and get your boobs done, but fucking I better not see any scars. Like it's so bizarre, and like
And
it and then also like mentally, like you want her to be a sex goddess vixen who is also a virgin.
yes. Like I don't get it, because I know, like, I talked to Yuji about, like, oh yeah, like, I'm getting this stuff done because I want to get it done. I mean, why I want to get it done is this is not the contention. But I've mentioned to other people, and they're like, well, why would you do it? I'm like, because I want to get it done. Like,
Because at this point, I'm beyond why or why not. Just shut the fuck up. I'm doing it.
Stop. Like, this is what I want to have.
It's fucking because Daddy didn't love me enough. Can we move on?
No, my daddy loved me enough before he died last year. Okay, trust me, that man loved me.
Yeah,
I miss him
said
so
that.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do.
I didn't have an absentee father. No, I did not.
I did
at all.
And that's why I want my boobs done.
But I just think the stigma about that there's so many men that think so many of these models or girls on Instagram, like, oh, she was just born that way. Like, no, she wasn't. She was not.
It was hard to know exactly when the transition happened that getting like a butt job was common exactly. Because there was a moment in time when it was like wooties, right? White girls with booties, and like the transition where like mainstream.
Where'd all these girls come from?
Right, started like kind of getting in tune with like big butts and stuff like that. And it really was like the first few white girls that just naturally had them. Then there were others that did it to imitate. And then all of a sudden you're just like, wait a minute. Do I just not like real butts anymore? Is that what this is?
Because now
I
it's
thought
like,
I liked
who
big butts. But now I feel like,
and I don't think it's even I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, stop worrying about.
And this is something I've had to say about, like, okay, this was a conversation I had a long time ago about, like, I don't know if I've talked to you about this. So if I'm into something that is problematic, like I like fake boobs, should I make an effort to not?
I think this goes back to the sobbing real doll discussion.
Oh yes. Oh God.
Fuck.
That was a discussion.
I put that one.
That was a talk.
In a corner.
I think it is incumbent upon you as the person who likes something that is at the very least mildly problematic to know and have a certain level of self-awareness as to why you like this thing. If you
to
like
try and
this
practice
thing,
safety about it, I guess, to the best.
Yeah, like
you
you like this thing because just it's the heft is nice and I like the texture. It reminds me of balloons that also make me very happy. Then cool, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you like women that have had breast augmentation because you say to yourself, "Oh yeah, I want someone. I want a woman that is as close to a mannequin that can also make me a grilled cheese sandwich." Then you need to start having a different color. Then you
that
should
is very tough to tell the difference between those two states of I like it because I like it versus I like it because I've been told I'm supposed to like it by society.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you like something because you like it and I give it to you, that makes you happy. If you like something because you've been programmed by society and then I give it to you, it probably also makes you happy. So, like, is there a difference? And I don't know if there is.
A song about this.
You know, who did?
Sheryl Crow.
Oh God. I feel like
I just sent you back, and I don't know how I feel about this.
I feel like one of the big differences that I've kind of come to terms with on it is like, okay, I should never, ever, ever tell a girl who doesn't have them what a good idea and how good she'd look if she got them. There's where it's gonna be. If she already wants them, then I can step in and be like, oh, cool, yeah, get them. It'll be cool. But I should never be like, by the way, you'd look really great with big fake boobs.
Yeah, that's
definitely a place that I was before.
That's foisting your desires on someone else, and
Right.
whether it's for quote unquote healthy or unhealthy reasons, you're still exerting
Your own opinion. On
Right.
somebody
And the
else's
desire
body.
itself is something that isn't healthy. I mean, fake boobs aren't. It's not great to have a silicone sack inserted into your chest. Any danger of fucking being anesthetized and all that shit. Yeah, so
it's generally not a good idea.
There's very little circumstances where we'd be like, getting fake boobs is a good idea. But yeah, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know that part. I just thought it was all about like, bitches just don't want to get them because they're afraid of being fake. They just can't afford it, dumb bitches. Now I'm like, oh, that shit can kill you. Silicone toxicity.
Literally kill you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big old mess.
When, I know a lot of times when they're doing butts, they just inject the butt region with fat from other areas.
That's what I'm getting done. That's what I'm gonna get done.
So why don't they do that with boobs? Is there a reason?
Because breast tissue, the fat that makes breast tissue is a different kind of fat. Like breast tissue is different than regular fat.
What if you made a cottage industry of boob
Anywhere this goes is going to be funny.
No,
cottage
like,
industry
hear me out.
of what?
A cottage industry of booby stem cells. Like all
is that even a doable thing? Like we're gonna grow boob
the
tissue.
Dark Ages didn't happen.
I'm not a medical professional.
If the what?
If the Dark Ages didn't happen, probably could have
yeah,
been.
we'd be what, like 600 years ahead?
Yes.
So like
Ghost in the Shell could have actually happened. I could be in an android body already.
That's what it was.
Already
all those
had
sci-fi movies, they were on the
cool
Dark
robot
Ages
legs.
didn't happen timeline. I also want robot everything. So I don't even remember now. Oh, a cottage industry of boob fat, boob meat.
Yeah, like obviously
no
I'm not
steroids, free range boob meat.
Yeah, free range boobs. I'm not a medical professional, obviously, if you didn't tell already. But like assuming that like, and maybe this is just showing my intense ignorance about the entire concept of stem cells, but if I'm going to approach this from a layman's perspective. If I have the ability to grow a certain kind of cell, can I not therefore put time and resources in
This is a good question.
Of growing a different kind of cell, specifically boob cells.
Boob meat.
That way, yeah. So that way I can give someone who wants it and is willing to compensate me for my time, energy, and resources.
Or, like you take their own stem cells, or somehow you take their boob meat and clone it.
You siphon out a little boob and then you put it in a microwave and it gets bigger and then you just kind of inject it back in.
Shrinky dink.
Like a shrinky dink.
That's how science
works. Is this something that makes sense, sister? Because this makes sense to me.
She's being suspiciously quiet, so probably.
I know. It's just like,
I
I'll let
mean-
them- I'll
I
let
mean,
these
I'm
fucking
aware that there's
morons.
a lot of things that I'm just not aware of because,
Mm,
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just a
that's the
secret
problem.
cat. I have paws, you know. I like to bat
That's true,
things
you
off the
can't.
tables.
Meow meow.
I like things that
meow, meow.
crinkle. Like, I'm just a simple secret cat with
I've heard it all before.
just a simple secret cat.
It's always your excuse.
I mean, I honestly, really, jokes aside, I have no I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna
there's a
say
certain
yes,
amount of
it could
heat
be
that-
done, but that
I don't know what the
the cost is restriction.
what the like heat resistance of breast tissue versus regular fat is. That's something I'm gonna have to look up.
Why are we
if there's
talking
a
about
difference.
heat resistance?
I don't know. He's talking about putting it in a microwave.
Okay, but that wouldn't do
that's-
heat resistance
yeah,
either.
that's just
That would just be stimulation
Cooking off the
of
water.
like what? It's not
I
necessarily
don't
the same
know.
thing either.
That's what I said. I'm not
Okay.
a
Yeah, I don't
physics.
know.
I'm
Alright.
a cat.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
know how to actually grow boobs, so I'm
I'm
just
gonna
assuming
say
you
if they
take
can
some
grow an
boob
ear,
cells.
they can grow an ear on the back of a mouse. They can grow a boob on the back of a mouse
that poor
and put
a
it
boob on the back of a
That's
guinea
gonna
pig.
be
on
that's
you.
gonna be like a
Squeak,
nipple.
squeak.
Nope, a whole boob. I guess at that
A
point it's like
whole-
you're growing a
like
mouse
what?
on the side of a tit. It's
Yes,
like a
that's
fucking
what it's
double
gonna
D
be.
with little brownie hanging off the side, like all sad.
That's what I imagine. It's like Brownie just like, oh God, please help me. Like asking for death. The mouse
Dangling,
is
her legs are
physically-
just kicking feebly in the air.
I don't fit
The
in the
mouse
wheel
is-
anymore. Please end it.
Uh-oh. Do you hear the dog?
I hear him.
Oh boy.
By the way, sister, you missed a treat yesterday with Lawnmower Man. It was way better than I remembered.
Oh, it was something special. Oh man.
I mean,
I
it
loved that
approached like
entire-
being a good movie at times.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't be
And that-
really quick after, but like
Yeah, like very, very quickly after that.
then it would kind of get you there almost again, like a bad
Oh
blowjob.
God, they are out. They are outside my door. I see them like.
What, the
growling.
dogs are?
Yes.
The pups?
Oh my God.
Damn
I'm
pups.
terrified. Leave. I'm
Why are you-
terrified. Leave.
What? What are they tormenting you?
They want fed.
Oh, I see.
I've
Where's
been-
their mom?
She is returning from seeing her mother, so she'll be back today.
So you are taking care of them. You are their caretaker.
I'm just
Yeah, like those
okay.
YouTube videos where a cat adopts a tiny dog.
Yes, basically.
It's always cute because they do the little paw thing, but they don't hurt them. They just pull them in and hug them.
Yeah. Aw.
Man, one animal with another kind of animal is one of the cutest things there ever is.
You're goddamn right. It's
Look at that
It is something
tarantula
special.
taking care of that scorpion.
Wow, that wasn't what I was expecting.
Look at that
Look at
spider
this
taking care of that mouse. Is that better?
I guess.
look at this alligator becoming fast friends with a guinea pig.
Real quick. Hey there. How you doing? I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why he's got this
Yeah, but-
accent.
Because he's from Florida, so of course
Yeah.
he has that
He
accent.
down from the
Florida.
bayou. Hey, how you
Oh,
doing, boy?
God.
Anybody
What?
anybody ever tell you you look like a furry meatball?
Oh my God. Oh wait, I can get my other cell phone case because my new.
I wish that there was a substance in which I could dip an object that has paint on it, pull the object out, and all the paint was just no longer on it. Now, I know that that seems ridiculous, but if that paint is wet, it still gets all over everything, and you can't get it out, and it's a big pain in the dick.
You need like super concentrated paint thinner. That
yeah,
isn't.
you just like touch it, and it's like, oh God, help us. That's what it yells. Oh God, what have I done?
Help me!
Father, why have you forsaken me?
Oh my God! Why are you... Then it turns
No,
into a
we're
System
in-
of a Down song. There you go.
Yeah, we're
Oh my God.
anthropomorphizing a dollop of teal paint, and now I feel sad.
Yes. Oh, fuck. I just got paint all over me. Okay. This is where
Good
it starts.
job
This is how
there.
it begins. But I prepared for this, okay? I came ready.
I
Where
have a bucket full of hydrofluoric acid, and I just dip my hand.
dip my
Nice.
If I
hand
just
in.
dip my body in it, maybe the paint will come off.
I have this lava. Cool. Look at me go, okay? You take all these things and I move them over here to the sides of the thing. And then I throw this guy away in the trash.
I don't like. Okay, so I got a new cell phone case. I don't like this.
No? I never use my cell phone case. 'Cause the headphone
I
jack doesn't
don't-
fit in properly with it. I need to
Wow.
drill it out.
Wow.
My
yeah,
cell
I
phone
thought
is the
the lip.
biggest.
I thought the lip that went over like the edge of the phone towards the top would be higher, and it's not. It's like basically
See, I got paint
non-existent.
all over. But I put layers of paper down so I can just throw them away and then not get paint all over me.
It looks so fake. Like it just doesn't. I mean, it
Your
wasn't very
cell phone case?
expensive. Yeah.
Oh.
It just I don't like it.
one with the sand stuff in it?
no.
Oh.
That one looks
Not
nice.
the one you just
it
showed me?
looks luxurious. Yeah,
Yeah,
not that
good.
one. This is another one. I'll take a photo of it.
Quite
I don't
luxurious.
like this one.
Okay, so avocado sucks, but if we mix it up with some shit, it might be kind of cool. No, never mind. I'm just gonna use this. Throw avocado in the trash. This is metallic
Yeah, the
olive green, and it's beautiful.
I'm just gonna take this ring that's on the back of this one and just take it off, and then just put the ring that's on that just got delivered. And I'm not this other one. I'm just gonna use as just a spare.
It got delivered.
Yeah, I got a new
Like
ring holder.
it was baptized, and then
Yeah, like delivered
Yeah.
the
from
Lord
Satan.
accepted it.
Yes. I only use the holiest of cell phone
Since we're
cases.
still
I only
anthropomorphizing,
use.
Father, why have you forsaken me?
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I have a couple. Most of the cell phone cases I have they're thicker, and so maybe I'm just yeah. This one when I'll like bring it with me and I'll take a photo of it at some point. I thought it would be nicer than it was, but it's not, and I'm a little disappointed. But maybe I'll learn to love it.
Well,
Probably not.
that's how it goes
My
sometimes.
bastard cell phone case.
A lot of shit that I order online still. I'm just like, well, I thought this would be different, but no, don't fall. That's not good news.
Uh-oh.
Every wish order.
Here comes the Goon Squad.
Uh-oh.
Hi,
Pups.
Phoebe.
Pups. Hup.
Phoebe is a dachshund. She's very short.
Sounds like a
Very happy.
band name. Oh, you said is, yeah. You told me that before. I thought you said Phoebe and the Dobsons. I was like, damn, that's a cool band name.
That's a really good band name. Holy shit.
Gigi, hi. Hello, meow.
And no one in the band is named Phoebe. It's never
Yeah.
really used.
Nobody's name is Phoebe.
Yeah.
We're named
would
after
you
a
think
band
someone-
called Phoebe and the Dodsons. Oh. Wait, what? Yes. But that's your name. Well, it is now. but
We defeated
only
them in
because
single combat.
We named ourselves after them. You
After
just
we
never
drained
heard of
their
them
life-giving
before.
blood, we took their names.
Yeah. That's how you do it. I like your name. I'll take it.
Give me your spleen and your name.
Come on, paint. Taking all damn day. I'm waiting for it to crawl down a funnel slowly and get to down there.
Is your funnel slightly ajar? Oh no, that's a tiny ass funnel. You might have to do a little bit of a tap.
I did it.
Down. Oh God.
I'll be back.
I wish I didn't have to have my microphone on mute because the noise I made was. I was like. Literal screeching emanating from my mouth.
Count Howell can defeat anyone in a debate about almost any subject, is full of knowledge about creating masterful stories and telling how one can show human emotion. Puts paint in his mouth.
I put the funnel in my mouth. The funnel had paint in it. But that didn't mean it had to get on my mouth.
It didn't mean it had to. Like it's the paint's fault?
Yeah. It was just
not-
rude.
It's not fault,
Oh, this
but
is
I
victim
did have a
blaming.
choice.
Victim blaming. How dare you?
I am the victim. All I did was put my mouth on it, officer.
I just wanted to put my mouth on it. Oh my god.
I'm the real victim here.
Oh my
I
If it didn't
think
want
it
me to
would
put
be-
my mouth on it, then why does it advertise itself as non-toxic?
non-toxic is basically like that. Basically means you can eat it. It's fine. Like,
It means it wants
you.
you to eat it.
It's saying, please.
Why else would it dress like? I mean, have that on there. I mean,
It's like a calling card.
it's like 100% water-based, non-toxic, delicious.
Delicious.
I thought it
Twice
would
your
taste
daily
like
serving of
avocados.
vitamins. Oh God, no! I'd never put it in my mouth if I knew that. Like, well,
It said mint flavored, so I just wanted to make it said
I
mint.
got it
so I
on
just
my
wanted to make sure it
hands,
wasn't flavored.
so time to go cut my hand off. Come on, fucking
Sir,
go
why
down
did you
the
cut your
funnel.
hand off? It's like I got avocado on it. Like
Got all. We've reattached your hand. Did you clean it?
did you clean it? No, sir. We actually put an avocado in your hand before we finished.
We
attaching
replaced
it to
your-
your
Camera
we gave you a
zooms
new
out.
hand.
Twilight Zone logo.
We've replaced your entire body with avocados.
Sir, you must be confused. You must be confused. You are an avocado.
Oh god.
Black
Like
mirror.
annoying orange, but somehow now it's avocados.
Brought to you by Key and Peele.
It would be. It would be.
Brought to you by Keenan and Kel.
Orange soda.
Here, I'm gonna put a picture of this
I want to find him, and I want to be that really annoying fucking fan that's like, let me get a selfie. Can you go, who loves orange soda? Can you do it? Can you say the line? Who loves orange soda? Keenan loves orange soda. No, Keenan. Your name was Keenan on the show. No, you were Keenan. Times 100. Never stop.
Celebrities must be reminded that they are beneath us. Dance for my entertainment.
Got it on me. Where is the good stuff? Whoop, whoop, wow. There we go.
I sent you both a picture of that cell phone case. It just doesn't. I don't know.
Is it printed? Like, is it an image, or is it like something within?
It doesn't inspire joy, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I just thought it would be. I thought at least the gold was like painted, but it's like an image printed on here.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't look as good as I thought it would. And like, it's like, wow, like putting some like actual gold paint on there wouldn't have been like a big investment. But, you know, here we are. Because I've bought cell phone cases that are about the same price and they look better.
I want that to be transparent, and I want that to be ink suspended in resin.
I know.
Really badly. So that all of those are on different layers.
Yeah. Phoebe, get back in here. Phoebe,
Like,
get your ass back in here right now.
When
Phoebe Brown.
what's that thing? Liquid wrapping? Is that what it's called?
I've never heard of that.
I know, you're a baby.
It's this technique for putting a pattern onto a thing, and from my understanding, it is a layer of color. I don't know if it's ink or paint or something. It's a layer of color sitting on top of basically a bathtub water, and image dipped in the water carefully. Like, you can swirl it around to get different formation.
It applies it as a film.
Yeah, and then
fuck, I've seen things do this.
Just now, cool. Now you have a sick ass sunburst guitar.
It's like it floats on the water, and then you bring the object out, and it stays on top of it.
Yeah. I don't know how it works. Probably some sort of witchcraft, but most of the best things in life work.
Gay science.
Mm-hmm.
The leading technologies in gay science.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Jackson. Hi. Welcome.
I can never tell if she's talking to a dog or like her.
Oh no, I'm talking to the cat. There's a little bell on the door outside, and when he wants to come in, he bats at it.
I thought you were talking to the father of a girl that you made cry. You were saying, I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
Definitely real.
I did mean to make your daughter cry. That's the sad part.
I haven't heard that one in a minute.
And then he high fives me.
Oh, whoa. Got dark.
He's like, yeah.
Use that bitch. Oh, huh. Got it. Hey, Callie. What's going on?
Hi, Callie.
Got her. Then he turned and laughed
Jesus.
at her mom for like an hour. He just kept laughing at her mother.
Yeah, and like the laughter got like really aggressive after like 5 minutes. It was really scary.
Aggressive laughter is funny.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
that like
this one's getting kept.
to use your terminology from masterclass. It's like
Ooh.
one of the ultimate subversions.
Mhm, mhm.
It's like,
It
oh,
is.
here's this noise that is normally used to express mirth and or enjoyment about a situation. I'm going to use it to fuck with you.
Yeah, I want you to be afraid of it. I want you to hear something that is supposed to make you happy, and I want you to start crying. Perfect. See, sister, like I was saying with Michi and the bells. Michi, she said, is Michi afraid of bells? And I said, I can make her be. She keeps jumping on my desk, and I said I was going to get pigeon spikes. And then this is a de-escalation of that.
And I'm like, he's like, oh, I can get bells. And I'm like, oh, is she, I'm like inquiring, like, oh, is she afraid of bells? Like, is this something that is like a known problem? He's like, I can make her. I'm like,
Animals can be afraid of any noise if you just like wait till they're sleeping and get them with it a couple times.
I know, but that wasn't like,
That's
I was, like, literally
hardly
horrified.
even cruelty at that point. If that's cruelty, then my childhood was pretty bad.
I don't need to laugh.
You know the emoji I sent you as soon as you put, like, I could make her, and I'm like, that Rowlet facepalm is,
Yeah.
that is how I feel about this whole year.
Okay.
Almost every situation.
Scoot you on
In my life.
over here. This funnel is gonna contaminate everything. The funnel went too far.
Soiled it.
Soiled.
Shame. Shame.
Shame. Proud. What are you up to today, Callie? How was your day with your uncle?
Family. Cousin? I don't know.
Cousin, uncle, brother?
Niece.
Mm.
What are other familial relationships? Special friend.
Oh, yikes.
Words people used to use for their homosexual partners.
Yeah.
My comrade, my longtime pal,
My
my
comrade.
My longtime
That's
associate.
what I'm going to use.
compatriot, and
I do use compatriots.
yeah.
I do say compatriots.
I use comrade and amigos a lot. Family, we played basketball all day. Did you get tired? I would be tired after one game of basketball. I'd be like, okay, we did it, guys. We played basketball.
We
played
played
a
one basketball. We
Am I
played a
Steph
basketball.
Curry now? I made a realization the other day. One yells Kobe for precision and accuracy, and one yells Yeet
You
for
evoke them.
distance and or strength. Yeah.
Okay.
Yikes.
And I didn't realize that, like, oh, it's like I thought people just shouted like whatever came first, but no, like if you need this bitch
There's
empty,
method to it.
eat. Yeah.
This is gonna be dope if I clean it out. Let's put you somewhere.
Callie was the weakest of the basketball players. Like, were you just like, was everyone doing like bench press in between shots, or do you mean like your game was weak?
Or both. All of
Oh,
the
cool!
above.
I made a 3-pointer. Time to do this clean and jerk real quick.
Just do some Russian deadlifts.
Every
Or just a
time
bench press.
Every time you score a point, your enemy has to do 10 push-ups. Oh wait, you don't call them enemies. Your opponent?
Enemy.
Someone would immediately, that's me getting caught out in my undercover job right there. They're like, you don't actually know anything about sports, do you? Your enemies. I see. Who is the home team and who is the enemy?
Who am I rooting for?
Who are the
and
allies?
Who is the opposition?
I'm going to mix some weird ass shit here, and that's how we do.
All right, guys. What are we playing? Like Nazis versus Resistance? No, man. It's shirts and skins. What the fuck?
Ooh.
Hopefully nobody shows up in an SS uniform like, bro. Like,
Hey guys.
I mean, we should shirts versus skins, but we didn't mean it like that, bro. Like, it's like, oh.
It's
now I just look like a racist.
It's shirts versus skins, not brown shirts versus brown skins. Come on.
Like,
You failed the test, buddy. This was to see if you could be part of the group. We weren't
Yeah,
sure
go
about
back to your
you,
trigonometry book.
but this is the test we give to all new friends. We invite them to play basketball, shirts versus skins, and if they show up with their head shaved and a swastika on, we have to tell them to leave. In these hard times, you just can never be sure who your friends and
in
enemies are.
times like these.
Yeah. Shit. My game was weak. I got trash talked by 9-year-olds. That's funny.
I got trash talked by a 9-year-old. Callie, I'm not laughing at you. I mean, I guess
I'm
I
laughing.
am. I'm sorry. It's just when
I'm laughing at the idea.
you know what, my little cousin, he beat me at a video game, and he pretty much trash talked me pretty bad. I was like, fuck. I'm like, I got fucking schooled by a 9-year-old. I'm like,
Yeah, and
suck.
Donald Glover said it best. Children don't have fully formed conscience yet, so they can say things like, "That's why your mom's in a fucking wheelchair, loser."
Like,
You
And they
can
will.
say that and
They
not
will say
immediately burst into they will say worse.
Yes.
they'll flame you like hard. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even think I had like that like vocabulary. Like at
I
that
did.
age, I don't.
I was ready. I was ready to drop bombs with mom's spaghetti.
I just like at some point like got unleashed to the internet, and it was like overnight I became a troll.
I was also. I mean, yeah. If you were a kid at the internet at that point, you kind of were a troll before trolling was a
Yeah.
thing. Before
You're like,
2015.
hey.
You know? But
Yeah, it was
my
before it was
God,
a problem. It was
some good fun.
mostly just like, haha, you got mad. Haha.
Yeah, haha. Not trying to
Oh,
trigger
this bumblebee!
libs.
Hello. Oh my gosh! I just saw the most circular bumblebee, and I love him.
Mixing
Circular bumblebee
eggshell
is also
into
a good
any
band.
color paint makes something really fucking cool.
Maybe it's like the strange, like, slight luster that an
Yeah.
eggshell has.
It is basically. It makes these really cool metallics, kind of.
Oh my gosh, the cat found something to hunt. This is adorable.
Is it a man?
That's my favorite when cats are either
prey.
when they're hunting something and it's something as innocuous as like a cricket, or it is something totally invisible. You're like, oh cool, do you see a ghost? Oh fuck, he does see a ghost.
Oh fuck. Do you see a ghost?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, last night I had to con him inside really early with wet food. So,
Aw. So he's mad
and then
about
when
it.
I got, yeah, because he doesn't like to be, like when it's daylight, like he likes to be outside, and normally he's outside till like 10 o'clock or 10:30 at night. I don't know what he does. I'm pretty sure he has about 7 families he cons to feed him. That's actually what I think he does.
Good for him.
He's a
Player gotta
scammer.
play.
I'm pretty sure he's a scammer.
When I hit the player, hit the game. How's it work?
I mean, I ain't mad at him. I'm like, hey.
Do 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 doom doom. I am mad at you.
Just more Tupac songs.
Do 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 do. Boom boom. Man,
But
now, like, it used to be kind of okay for white people to say the N-word in rap songs, and now it's pretty much not. Tupac got ruined. Like, I can't even listen to Tupac anymore. My mouth just starts making the words, and I gotta be real careful.
it's like one of those, like, I don't.
Because I wanted to sing the first line of I Ain't Mad At You, and I was like, nope. Because we were once two. Nope. Nope, never mind. What the fuck color are you? What are you?
What was it supposed to be?
An experiment?
That's okay. So we're just listening to a scientist raving at a petri dish, right?
What are you? Can you imagine, like, staring at a virus and just saying that over and over?
What the fuck are
The
you?
guy who discovered COVID. What are you? What are you?
You little scamp. You
What the
little
heck? The heck are you, though?
door knocker,
Rap
you-
scallion.
What the heck even are you? So I'm trying to 3D print something that I don't think is going to work, which is basically a base to make a Lazy Susan.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I don't think it's going to work because the 3D printer doesn't like to do wide, flat things. It just doesn't. Like, if you rotate that 90 degrees, put it on its side, it'll usually do okay. But this couldn't be done that way. Like, I had the same issue with the trying to print the turntable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I have a bunch of ball bearings. If I had something that was round and had a groove in it, it's like I could just make... No, that still wouldn't work. You need to, like, catch the balls somehow. Catch the balls.
Yeah, you can't just let the balls like run to and fro. You got to keep them.
You gotta keep them
gotta keep 'em
separated.
Yeah. Okay, so even that song is problematic for a white man because like there's a clear like cholo accent. Like you got to keep them separated. And like if
And
If
all
you
the
did that
girlies
on, like,
say
the
I'm pretty
radio-
fly for a white guy.
now, okay, that I feel like that song is still okay. Like that song is still okay because it's still
It's generally all right.
mildly tongue in cheek. Like, hey, I'm a white dude. I asked for a 13, but they did a 31.
Yeah, right.
Years.
Right. It's actually kind of making fun of the guy who is appropriating other groups' cultures and like poking fun of that. But yeah, no, gotta keep them separated. Unless was that like a sample for something? If it's a sample, then it's okay. Like I know Cheech Marin is sampled in a lot of different songs.
That's a good question. Marie.
I cannot remember what song it is, but I know that there's a song that has the thing from fucking Dusk Till Dawn. Apple pie pussy.
If you can find cheaper pussy anywhere else, fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck that movie,
that
dude.
Goddamn movie. There's so many problems with that movie. So many.
I remember I saw it when I was like a little kid and I didn't really know what was going on, but I remembered all the vampires and shit. And so like I got older and like I knew of that movie as being about like killing a bunch of vampires and being stuck in a building until the sun comes up. So one day I rewatched it and I'm sitting there for like 45 minutes like, is this at all the fucking same movie that I remember? This seems to have nothing to do with vampires. It's just these people in a trailer and they're traveling and like, what the fuck is going on? And this doesn't seem like the other movies seem like almost fantasy, like a little surreal. This is all very grounded. Nope, it was the right movie. Tarantino's just fucking crazy. Because that whole first half of the movie it's like a totally different movie.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a heist film. First half. Nope. All of a sudden, Salma Hayek with a big ass snake.
Oh my god. Okay. What? Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. When I got in my car, I keep forgetting that the Bluetooth automatically connects. Regardless,
that's
and I
kinda
can't. Well, I don't like it because
Thanks, Scally.
what happens is, and this isn't all the time, when I'm either like on a phone call or something, it will still pick up the microphone through the phone and not through the car.
Oh, that sucks.
So it picks me up twice.
Mine does that because I connect through an aux cable. And it's like, you don't have a microphone in your car, dude. But yeah, Bluetooth is supposed to not do that. Like, that's literally the fucking point.
I don't know, like, what the issue is.
Unless your car doesn't have a fucking microphone. So it's just connecting as a Bluetooth speaker and not a Bluetooth headset? Oh, it does?
No,
yeah, I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think my phone is, like, compatible fully with this. I don't know.
That shouldn't even be a thing.
I don't know
but yeah, I mean, it could. It shouldn't, but it could.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, and I don't really know how to fix it. So, but when I have like my earphone in, I forget about it because my phone automatically connects instead of it realizing, oh, there's already something connected.
Right.
But there's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not going to try to fix it because it's not worth it. It's not worth even.
Yeah, the world's on fire. There are other things to do.
There's more pressing matters in my life.
Not just the world, fucking Arctic, man. Fucking Arctic is on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
We fucked up.
We had a whole section of the planet that was literally like it was one big ass ice cube, and somehow we still fucked it up.
You're like, what if we put a blowtorch on that?
Guys, it's probably not the best idea.
Yeah. Get out of here, nerd. You just want to stifle progress.
Nerd.
He's afraid we're gonna find pussy under all this ice.
No, I'm pretty sure it's because, like, we'll all die.
Whatever, gay.
Under a bunch of pussy.
You fucking cook.
I feel like these used
I
to
made
be
myself
satirical, like characterizations or caricatures. Now they're just
Yeah.
voters.
Yeah, it's like political cartoons come to life, and it's fucking horrifying.
God, it really is. Biden is very, very much old school, traditional kind of candidate. I don't mean that as a good or a bad, really, at this point, but
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
just an
it's-
observation. I'll agree.
yeah. It's not like we ran an alternative Trump, you know what I mean? Which I guess Bernie would have been closer to. But man, a lot of people are saying that they really believe that Biden would die in office or would pass it down to, who is it, Tulsi?
Kamala Harris.
Oh, Kamala.
Is
Sorry.
running-
Yeah, Kamala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or however her name is pronounced. I do apologize if it's wrong. If
I-
someone's watching
for some
this
reason,
and
I
they're
was
like,
thinking Tulsi
he doesn't
Gabbard.
even know how
That's
to
not what it is.
pronounce her name. To Miss Harris, okay? Calm down.
Yeah,
Calm down.
Sorry.
When you all can pronounce my legal name right, then don't fuck up about how I pronounce somebody's name when I necessarily am not very familiar with her. Past, she's a Democrat. That's all I know. Like, calm down, Amber, Nicole, Samantha.
Could be.
You just learned about leftism a week ago.
Could be
Calm the fuck down.
sneaky path to a first female president, though.
Just assuming he's just gonna be in office. Oh God.
I don't think he could retain office with dignity for 8 years. However, presidents do not require dignity. So who fucking knows, man?
I don't.
He advertises
Let me
himself
tell you,
as being someone who would be wise enough to step down. Okay.
I haven't gotten a Trudeau wants me to move to Canada ad in a whole 24 hours.
Jesus.
Weird. Let me tell you, I had for about 3 weeks straight. Those are the only ads I ever saw. Move to Canada. Move to Canada. I'm like,
I wish.
Justin, are you coming that hard for me?
Please.
Like,
Take me, Canada. Take me in your sweet embrace.
do I get like a bottle of maple syrup upon like acceptance or something?
No, you get
I
a
don't know.
bottle of prescription pills.
Like my heart medication?
Yep.
Yay.
No
Good,
copay.
'cause it's a little pricey. It's expensive to like purchase out of pocket, which I had to do twice. I
Yeah.
was like, yikes. but it's
Yeah,
like
shit
this or
like that.
die,
Where
and
you're
I'm
like,
like,
yep, no choice.
it's like I could buy groceries and then maybe wind up with a giant hospital bill, or I could get this heart medication and just be hungry. I'm like, guess it's the latter.
Guess I'll be hungry, because that won't kill me.
Immediately.
It'll just make me very sad.
As the average American worker becomes more and more productive at their job, we don't need to feed them as much. They can just be lethargic all day.
That's fine. They'll just be like too burnt out from working, so they can just sleep and then
Yeah.
work and then sleep and then work.
All they need is one power bar every week.
You guys heard about this stuff called Soylent Green? I don't know. They're kind of like an up and comer.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna solve hunger.
I'm here to my aim is to disrupt the eating space.
The Edosphere.
Oh my god, fuck you. Oh god.
Fear. Jeez.
Oh, where is the thing I'm looking for?
GoPuff has a section that is just labeled cocktails, and obviously I clicked on it like what, and it's tequila sunrise, grenadine, orange juice, tequila, which that's the recipe for a tequila sunrise. But
Oh,
it's
you just order all the components?
Yeah, it's all in one spot, so you just have to push one button to say like, oh, I don't have to look, I don't have to know that I need to purchase grenadine, orange juice.
On one
and
hand, that's
tequila. I can just
cool.
push this button. Yeah,
On
it
the
is.
other, it's like, did they need to make it this easy to get that drunk? Like, I could have just bought beer.
Now they do.
Yeah, now they do. Because
Now they
alcoholics can't figure out fucking GoPuff any other ways. They're like, all right, just
Push
give
this
them
button
this.
instead.
One button. That is pretty cool though, because like I don't know what the fuck goes in drinks, so I would have used that feature like just to order fucking shit for house parties and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
I got smart about halfway through here and started painting a daub on the lid and on the side of the bottle, so that way I could see what color it is when it dries, like on each of these. So now I'm gonna have to go back to
You
the
need to
colors
do
that
that
I've done
with
already.
You need to do that with your printer. Like print off those coasters.
I have the file ready to go. Yeah,
Cool.
I want to, because it'll be really cool to like lay them all out and be like, I want this color. Grab it. Shit. What have I done? Everything I've done has been a mistake.
Oh wait, what is this? A $9 bottle of champagne so I can practice saber? Interesting.
Interesting.
First I get to practice, then I get to drink.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, oh,
They're
cool.
like shards of glass in it.
No, that's the whole point of sabering. Like, if it's done correctly,
Which you won't do at
So-
first.
That's
Right.
very true. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because mechanically speaking, obviously this is based on research that has been peer reviewed, but I personally have not been part of any of those studies.
Mm-hmm.
Whole point of sabering is because since champagne has a secondary fermentation when it's bottled, which produces the carbonation,
Yeah.
bottles themselves have been made much more thick than
Mm-hmm.
a typical wine bottle.
So that they don't
And-
explode.
Yes, so they don't just turn into fucking stick hand grenades weather changes.
Yeah.
The way that they are constructed is they are a couple pieces of thick glass that are brought together along a seam that runs kind of like if it would be like if you like it runs through the sides of you rather than the front and back of you.
Mhm.
And on top of that, there is another seam where the kind of the lip of the bottle is, like where the cork gets put into. And
Okay.
the physical idea is because contents of the bottle are under immense pressure, if you apply force to point of the bottle where the two seams meet up, i.e. the portion of the bottle where it is,
Then as it breaks,
least.
it'll break along the path of least resistance.
yes, and it will just turn, it will, the one tiny break that you make with the act of sabering quickly
Every time you say it, it
propagates
sounds like
around.
scissoring.
I mean, it propagates along the lip seam, which in theory eliminates shards before they happen and just gives you a clean. It might be kind of jagged, so you shouldn't shove it like in your butt or in your mouth,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a clean break that won't put
Enough
shards
for
of
you to
glass into
Pour it.
your into your drinking snifter, if you
Snifter. I barely knew her.
Oh my god.
Bye, beard.
God.
Oh, fuck. It's a great idea for me to be on fucking Discord all day.
I'm so happy that I got to, even if this never happens again, I can die happy because I got to pull the say goodbye, beard. Goodbye, beard. I got to do that
Yes.
joke once in my life. And that's all I really needed.
It was good. It was very good, especially because when I
me
first
ditto.
told you to say hello, I said, "Okay, beard, say hello." And you did the joke anyway, in spite of me saying it the opposite way. So then at the end, when I said yes, it worked out well. It was a good punchline. Dun 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 dun. Psh. Did I die again? Am I
Did
dead?
you?
Okay, no. I
don't
hear
know.
you.
No.
I
No, I just
hear
said-
you. Going back to my other colors and putting the paint on the outside of their bottles just to make them happy.
Ooh.
Okay, so this painting session, you're not painting anything in particular. It's more color
Putting-
and or organizational.
Putting paint into bottles, I'm switching from using enamel paint to using acrylic paint. So I'm taking all my enamel paint bottles of varying sizes and transferring the colors I like and that I'm going to use into these tiny bottles. So that way I can keep these around and use them.
Yeah, okay. I like it. And those cases that you found, I don't like what is the gear acquisition syndrome? That is
Yes.
fucked. Oh, those are some nice boxes right
I
there.
know, they were cool. Although I have an idea, so I might be making my own little case. But like the carry cases that like stored, so like 30 of the little bottles and stuff, probably will want to get
Yeah.
one of those at some point because it was
Okay.
just really nice. It was nice.
Do they come with those carrying cases
Do they come with what?
with paint?
Nope.
Hmm.
No bottles either.
Well, fine.
It's just a case.
Oh, shit.
And foam. And I'm like, I've got some foam. I've got a case. Wonder what I could do. So
So
we're gonna see.
just-
We're gonna see.
Just like if copper piping, and you just kind of.
Yep. And I don't have copper piping, but I do have a piece of
I think
pipe.
I have.
Oh,
I think I have some somewhere.
do you? That would be useful. I have the spinner sign that I bought from Goodwill is actually attached to a pipe. So I was like, oh cool, I can just take that off and use that real quick. If nothing else. I'm an idiot and just got paint all over my goddamn self. My goddamn self. I have an idea that I'd like to try. Involves a bunch of lotion. That's what I want to put a bunch of lotion all over my
Whoa.
hands. I want to put a bunch of
Oh,
lotion all
okay.
over my hands before I start painting and working with these paints. And then I want to see if I still end up with paint all over my hands at the end. Or if the oil barrier that the lotion makes keeps the paint from getting onto my skin.
Would that affect your ability to grasp and or manipulate the things that you're grasping and
know.
manipulating?
I don't know. I'd have to try it out. So I'm like, I just need to like get a bunch of fucking lotion and go ham. Grandma walks
Kind
in,
of
sitting
slather up
here,
and see what happens.
naked with this apron on, covered in lotion. It's not what it looks like. I just don't want to get paint on anything.
Food wars going.
Lotion in between. If I put myself in lotion and then get paint on me, it'll just wipe off.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
That's the goal.
like that's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta. Are you catching what I'm pitching?
There is a stuff you can get, and I don't know how much it costs. That's called liquid. It's liquid latex, and you just rub it all over your hands, and then you just rip it off when you're done. I
That-
have a box of gloves, so that's what I use usually. But
Liquid. That could be used in murder mystery. That's a,
I'm surprised you haven't heard of that stuff. Strippers have been using that for a long time to cover their nipples
Yeah.
in clubs where they're not allowed to show their nipples.
like they
And
they
this
put
is
on
how I have
liquid
a
latex.
weird kink
Tasty.
for boobs with no nipples.
Oh, okay. So the
Imagine if I took flesh-colored,
Play-Doh.
murder mystery fucking fingerprint covering Play-Doh and used it to hide my nipples. And you have
So-
a lot of strip clubs.
Huh. Interesting.
It's a tool they've been using since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Many a boob did I see as a child, but nary a nipple was
It was
found.
just a couple of floating orbs.
Just like, what is that? What the fuck is that? What
I
are
don't
those? But I want them.
I don't.
I don't know what I want to do with them. I don't. What do you do when you get them? Don't even suckle on them. You just possess them.
You just put them in a boob vault and then you swim in them like Scrooge McDuck.
That was funnier than I thought it'd be at first. I was like,
The more you think about it and like
Yeah.
engage your imagination, doing the backstroke and spitting out tiny ones.
Oh, Scrooge McDuck, you rascal. Fucking money hoarding son of a bitch.
He'll be the first to be.
I can't wait. I want so much fan art of the three kids fucking murdering Scrooge and distributing his wealth to like some sort of anarcho fucking revolutionary takeover movement.
Like some like social realism with Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Mm-hmm. They're live streaming. All right, we've killed him. We're gonna liquidate his assets. Use it to buy weapons from the Iraqis.
It's for all of us now.
Yes.
This time, we wear the boots.
DuckTales. Oh, woo! That's our battle cry.
I feel
I
like
think that was something else, wasn't
like
it?
no, that's the
Was
hook for
that it? Okay.
Yeah. I now that you say that out loud, I think when the inevitable violent revolution starts in Minecraft,
Yeah.
theme song that will be playing out of stolen loudspeakers is it's probably going to be something like the Doug theme song while people are, like fascists are getting shot in the face.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-boo-boo. Hey, Doug.
The sound of the guillotine will match perfectly with the Salute Your Shorts theme song.
Bug juice. That's the secret code word. I say, you will meet the other agent. You will say, bug juice. To confirm, he will say, it doesn't come in a jar. You will respond, it comes from who you are.
This is perfect.
Bug juice.
Oh, God.
Okay, so first, the Silver Monkeys will infiltrate the enemy establishment.
I want that team. That's the team I want to be on.
Yo. Oh, you know
And
what?
the
You know what? I
purple-
was very Blue Barracuda.
Really? Okay, yeah, they were pretty cool. They were pretty
Oh,
cool. The Silver
saying.
Snakes.
I like the.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Because it was the Shrine of the Silver Monkey. The Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was always a fucking temple guard in there. You know what I don't like is that like there's no way for you to avoid a temple guard. So it's just totally fucking random, like oops, you're fucked. Like but all the challenges in each room was something that like was a test of your skill. I don't like when they introduce true random into like tests of skill. It's not okay.
Well, that goes into the idea of quote unquote compelling television, because if I'm a producer, I want to make the game quote unquote as fair as possible as I can, so each individual room will be a test of skill, but I still want it to be exciting and engaging for the audience. So I'm gonna put true random in there to kind of literally.
I guess that's kind of what's going
up.
on in D&D too. And it's like a lot of times I lie about things being random, but yeah, random is in there just so that it's not just, you know, run from A to B. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. But there was so many other little challenges and stuff. They had to fucking assemble the monkey in time to go through the door. And they had to hit buttons.
They had to break the pots to find the things.
Yep. I'm trying to remember
that-
more challenges. They were all kind of dumb.
That one challenge where they're like on a rope and they had to swing into, like, they had to break parts of a wall, I think, or or something like that.
I honestly don't even
Yeah.
remember. You know, it's kind of weird. None of these really involve skill, so never mind. The entire thing is bullshit. Can you assemble a fucking 3-piece monkey? Can you walk through this wall that is foam bricks? Can you break 3 pots? Fuck. I was engaged as a kid though. I was like, fuck man. That kid's good.
It's hard. Yeah.
He brought a lot of skill to the table. Can
Like,
you
oh, you must
imagine
have been
being Mike
studying?
O'Malley? He wasn't on that show. He was on Guts, but still. Can you imagine being Mike O'Malley and having to fucking watch and interact with these kids while they like... Oh, that's it. We're watching
Literally.
Guts. We're watching Guts at some point tonight.
Can we do that like Monday or something? Like when I'm
Yes.
off of work?
Yes, we can,
Oh my
and
God,
we can
thank
laugh
you.
about Guts
Thank you.
because
I wanted
you know
to
what
be
I'm
on that
looking
show
forward
so
to?
bad.
I want to see the moment where like where a kid has lost and Mike O'Malley has to go and talk to them. And they're like emotionally invested in the fact that they lost. And he's like,
So, how do you feel?
another day of work in this fucking cartoon factory. And yeah, I think it'd be great.
Intellectual hellscape in
Who's
which I
the other
find
guy? He was
The
a
Crag.
germaphobe, right? The other guy on Double Dare?
Howie. Yeah, Howie. Howie Mandel.
Was that Howie Mandel? No, Howie Mandel is
Yeah.
Deal or No Deal. This guy
That
was...
was.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I need to Google it now. Who hosted Dare and Double Dare? Howie is a germaphobe.
Yeah, because that was why he shaved his head. Like he got like weird, and then like he shaved his head.
But I don't know. Is that the same? Hold on.
I think.
I'm holding things. It's not easy for me to do this, but now I really need to know. Oh, wait. Alexa! Alexa! Alexa, why did you leave me? What happened? What happened to us?
She's bitch.
Alexa, come back. Come back, Alexa.
Oh my god, can somebody turn up this lane?
Is this shit? Is there power?
Oh. Person?
Yes, there is power. Alexa's dead?
Oh gosh, we have a green light. Come on, people. There's no oncoming traffic. It's a pile of dirt. You dumbasses.
Why did Alexa die?
Taking the day off.
No, it just like literally won't even turn on.
Oh.
Yeah, no lights, no sound, no nothing.
Yeah. I don't know, because you know what? My Kindle, before someone stole it, would occasionally not do stuff. Like, I don't know if there like a way you can like through like the app manager on Amazon, like you're able to do something with it.
Not really. I can't like turn it on from an off state. It needs to be on manually, but that's like
You can connect to it.
it's only if it was on.
I don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't.
Because right now it's not connected to Wi-Fi. Because it's off.
It's just saying it's like you turned it off, but you can't turn it back on.
It's like I've unplugged it and plugged it back in, and nothing even lights up or changes. And it. So. Say la vie, Alexa. I loved you. I hardly knew you. If I hit all 4 buttons at once, like a PlayStation code. Come back to me. If I wiggle your cable around. If I hit you a little bit.
You can still wake up.
Sometimes if there's like a little bit of a faulty connection or something, it might jostle something if you hit it.
How
This
long
is a
have you even
paperweight.
had that?
Huh?
How long have you even had that?
2.5 years. Yeah, so it's not like an ancient, you know. But it was the cheaper
Like you had the first
one. I think it's like $40 or something back then. So, but still, it had like no
that
reason to
seems
break.
like-
It was just sitting on my desk.
Really? Yeah.
I remember that'd be irrelevant. Yeah, no. It's weird. Very weird. Very
Up and
weird.
died on you.
Very weird.
Why is this thing showing stores 150 miles away? I don't care about those stores.
That's a pretty far trip to get groceries.
It's like I'm trying to look up this store to like, so I can like get some snacks and just order them ahead of time. But it's like showing stores like well out past my mom's house. I'm like, it's supposed to be location based.
Right.
And it's like,
show you
well,
the closest stuff first.
I'm like,
It's kind of failing. It's kind of fucking up the job there, huh?
come on, Volkswagen, you could move over, but you're not going to because you're an asshat. Here we go.
Ab fab?
Alexa's dead.
Oh. Rip.
Very sad.
Like permanently so?
I don't know
Like,
what happened to her. She won't even turn on now. She's just dead.
Well, then
died in her
just
sleep.
Get unplugged and just seeing if. I guess that's the way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
other than leaving it unplugged and seeing if it works tomorrow. I mean, that's really
Say-
we all
wait.
know that.
Because it doesn't work while it is plugged in. Are you saying maybe it will if it's not?
Yeah, with the ghost.
When the ghost leave, but you gotta wait. It has maybe it has the Sunday Scaries. Ooh, it has the Sunday Scaries.
Oh. Okay.
That's why it doesn't work.
It has the. I think it needs to go live in a trash can.
Oh boy, another Monday.
Can you anything?
Is your thing like? Is it plugged into the power source or whatever?
It's
No,
plugged into a
stop.
strip,
Stop
and
that.
I've tested other things now, and they become powered. And
Is it
does
the
not.
the wire perhaps?
Nope, I've tested different wires.
Hmm.
Wait. Nope, this may all be an illusion that was cast by something else. Hold on. An illusion, a trick of the mind.
Grixalago has been fucking around with your electronics.
That's been around.
Well, I'm gonna kill that cat.
What are you doing now?
She fucking temporarily killed Alexa by unplugging a power strip under the table.
Oh, well, there.
She's been deciding to
Oh,
sleep lately.
it's just dead.
The whole power bank is dead here.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I tested different cables. When I tested my phone to see if it turned on. Oh shit.
Yeah, and that was.
My thumb must have hit the home button at the same time or something and made me think the battery made it light up. But that was not the case.
She's just she is single-minded, looking for the crinkles.
Either that or sleeping, or food, or water, or meowing. She is a multi-minded cat. Never mind. She has a lot of needs. Attention. And more. Okay, that's the green.
God, it's so strange seeing your creativity closet mirror, just because like having seen it in real life, it's like oh cool, I know what this looks like and how it's situated in relation to
And when
the
it's
rest
the
of
other
the
way.
planet.
Now
Yeah.
you're looking in like you're looking in a window, right? No.
Yeah,
Yeah. This is like you were looking in a window at me. Hey,
Yeah.
Nikki. Yeah, because now my shirt isn't backwards. Right? But now...
yeah, and your thing says GT race.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I'm just not a mirror. That's all it is. Sorry, Callie. You're gonna have to I'll do it. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say. I was gonna make you do something silly before I did it, but yeah, I'll read it. Whatever.
I'm sorry, Kelly, but you're going to have to record yourself doing a silly.
That was a neat trick. What are you up to, Nikki? Excuse me. Sure. Yeah.
Well, from Ohio, I don't know I don't know why you got behind me.
Now
Like,
be
I'm gonna
careful,
attack you when I
Kelly.
am.
Sister, are you talking to us?
No.
Okay.
Tailgater.
What?
That, like, a
Oh.
tailgater.
Okay,
like,
so we're not good
ran
enough.
up behind
Okay,
me.
cool. I get
I'm
it.
like, I have. Well, do here's this more because we'll talk on the phone more when I'm driving.
The fuck is
Because, like,
happening?
people here. What?
I'm so confused.
I'm just talking about tailgaters, and they'll, like, remember when I would tell you, like, I was driving up to that one family that, like, lived real far away from me at my old job, and I'm like, I'm doing
Mhm.
85, and there's
Oh.
nobody behind me, and then all of a sudden somebody shows up right behind me, and it's like, we're in nose-to-nose traffic, and I'm doing 85 miles an hour. You want me to go faster? I don't know if that's possible. At all. Because
It is.
everybody's doing at least 85. And if I go any faster, I'm going to hit the person in front of me.
Well,
And then we all die.
Yeah. Yeah, but
They
you
should
should
go
know that
faster.
other person is like important and stuff.
I'm a very busy businessman.
Yeah. I have a PDA, I'll have you know.
I use a BlackBerry.
They're coming back.
You know, I really, honestly, since I really wasn't there for that, I wanted BlackBerry to come back. Like, I was so about BlackBerry.
It's a
and
fever
then,
dream.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. They're never gonna get their act together because
It never
they
was
just won't.
together.
It's like Windows Phone. That's like
It's a cool
how they
idea.
started acting.
Cool idea, Windows Phone. Just take Windows, put it on a phone. Dope. Terrible.
But then
Terrible
it's like
phone.
you can't even use there were no applications for it.
Yeah, no, it's
And
like
then
a
they're
whole
we don't
separate
understand
app
why
store.
nobody
It's
wants
like,
to buy these.
why can't I use Windows
I'm like,
programs on
because-
it? Oh, because it's not actually Windows. Well, then what the fuck is that?
I'm like, you can like Facebook. I'm like, nobody fucking cares. If that's all you can use on it, it's like then this was a waste of everybody's time.
Callie, I don't know what you're trying to say with this.
Yeah, is this the first paragraph like in the story?
Like,
Like you're like this is the first thing that people read?
there's lots of women who would
Because
say that.
Outside of
Like, what is he
context,
saying?
it's
Because
very
I don't have the stream up.
It's just a paragraph of
with-
text about like a woman.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
having
Let
a
me
dream.
do a dramatic reading just because
Okay.
I've been told by like a dozen people now,
pee.
like, hey, you should quit your job and like do voice acting for anime. Like, you have no idea how much it hurts that
Oh.
I'm not currently. Okay. There's a woman who believes that it isn't enough to have a dream. To commit to it, there must be a reason that you put yourself through labor. She put a stop to her dreams because she felt as if she needed to fight for something. It wasn't enough to fight for herself. The world could end, and she would happily embrace it. Okay, so I don't understand what is happening in this paragraph, Callie. Like, I don't want to like, it's not grammatically incorrect or poorly written. It is just so
Pretentious.
incredibly lacking in context that for me, just as an outside reader, it doesn't make sense. You know
It's
what I mean?
lacking in
Like,
content. It's not actually talking about an individual because it's just
Nothing
there
is
is a
happening.
woman who. Yeah, nothing is actually happening.
Yeah.
We're talking about the beliefs of a person that we might be talking about. We're not even talking about like the person directly.
have
Like Sarah believes that, you know what I mean? It's like I know someone who has this set of beliefs, but the beliefs are all like, I believe that abortion is murder, and so I work in the world for it. It's like, I believe that it's not enough to have a dream, but these are politicians' words. They're meaningless. Like, they just don't have actual...
They don't have oomph behind them.
Like, physicality to it, yeah. Like, it's just... I think it's important that you set your sights high and that you have, big aspirations, because if you don't have big aspirations, then the things that you set your sights on are going to be things that you wouldn't necessarily aspire to given another circumstance, because aspirations are things that one would dream of. What? Like, I didn't say anything. I just, used a bunch of words that kind of went together, but, what's the meaning here? Who's doing the what? Why do I need to know this? Callie, you need to start looking at Mark Twain's philosophy of writing, where he's about, say what you're trying to say in as few words as possible. Flowery language is totally unnecessary.
Yeah, this isn't the... We're not in the 1800s anymore, so you don't need to sell books based on pure vocabulary.
People don't even have the vocabulary to do it anymore anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's a different... that's a
the
totally
most popular
different
book is 50 Shades.
That edges into a conversation about what is materialism and do people actually know what it is that they're buying, etc.
True. That got sold for other reasons besides its narrative or its merit as a book even. That's not what it was about.
It was an excuse for people who were waiting in line at the Target pharmacy to get a little jolt.
Yeah. To feel like they were doing something dirty in public. Ooh,
Oh, you're reading 50 Shades of Grey? You must be an interesting person.
How naughty. You're reading that here in public? I would never. That's what they're thinking. I'm so cool.
I'm so cool. And then everyone in the entire train compartment stood up and clapped.
Yes. Yeah, Callie,
That's
I
one of
think
my
you should
favorite
try
memes.
to... I think you should try and sound dumb.
Yeah. Quit trying to sound like an author with a capital A. Just write about a thing that happens.
Mhm.
When you start painting it, I can only speak from the very limited experience that I have writing weird absurdist poetry and very unnecessarily descriptive fictional short stories. But you just have to start. You gotta tell me, the reader. You have to tell me about something that's happened.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm not going to listen. Yeah, if you don't tell me about a thing that's happening, then I'm going to walk away from your pedestal in the forum, and I'm going to go over to a different philosopher and listen to him.
I think that it's more valuable, rather than having, I can take something really mundane and then use extremely beautiful language to describe that very mundane thing. And I can use very mundane language to tell a crazy, complicated story. And I think that in today's art culture, more value is now placed on the, like, if you're a good artist, the complicated story with lesser language. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
the Renaissance and stuff like that was more based on, let's use the most flowery language possible to describe someone taking a shit.
Yeah, I will agree. In 2020, I don't want you to use an Enlightenment style vocabulary to describe someone pooping. I want you to use a fourth grade vocabulary to describe like political intrigue
Yeah.
and
Oh
betrayal.
man,
and lust.
political intrigue in a fourth grade classroom.
Oh my god, that
It's
dude,
like,
that's
it's
a really good idea.
one kid running for class president, and he's just a fucking little sociopath. But never go really, really hard. Always keep it real
Yeah,
held
because they're
back.
kids.
Yeah, to study mostly writers from the Romantic period. Try reading anything by Chuck Palahniuk, the guy who wrote Fight Club.
Yeah, he just says like, and her nipple fell off.
Yep. And there were dicks all over his face. People putting people on a pedestal is something I am used to. Yeah, try as an exercise to forget. Don't try to use stupid language, right? Like don't sit there and spend effort trying to make your language dumb, but also spend zero effort trying to have interesting language. Just drill forward on story. Story.
One thing that I found that helped me get over the use of flowery language was bust it out as quickly as possible. Because that will like, okay, if the hat is red and I need to say the hat is red, the fastest way to do that is to type the sentence, the hat was red.
And if it
rather
never
than
ever
saying-
comes up, like that it matters what color the hat was, then to save time, you wouldn't have even put it in.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even matter what his hat is. I need to get to the ending before 9 o'clock. So fuck it.
Yeah. Before the 40 minutes that I set a timer for is up, I have to finish a
Yeah.
page and a half short story. I don't think it's what you've written is not like it's not telling me that you're a bad writer or that
Yeah,
you
no.
don't know what you're doing.
It's
It is
focusing
just
on
telling
something
that-
else.
Yeah, you're concentrating on gold plating something when you haven't finished building the chair itself.
Right. Right. Okay. So now I need to figure out which ones are metallics, which are these, and pull them out. Now I'm left with 5 colors of yellow.
How does one make metallic paint? Is it just paint with like pulverized metal in it?
It's a good question, to be honest. I don't know.
I have
I know
no
that there's
idea.
shimmer and stuff like that too in there.
Yeah.
They probably make out of like
Like ultra fine.
bug shell.
I don't want to say like. I mean, there's like
Bug
some like
chitin?
natural material, like mica. That may be something that's like a mica.
I don't know
that
what
would
mica
make
is.
shimmer. That's what they use in some makeup. There's also like an artificial version of that.
What is mica?
It's a
it's
mineral. Is this dude just gonna walk into the street? You can go, white man, since you just walking into the street. Like you don't fucking care about your life. I mean, I know we all want to die at this point, but fuck.
It'd be cool if it said its ingredients on the back, but they don't. They don't want to. They don't want to spill the beans on
I
that.
guess it's because it's not food or something. It's
It's proprietary.
It's non-toxic.
yeah.
They expect me to eat it.
Yeah. If it's non-toxic, that's basically an invitation for me to eat it.
But since I didn't get the chance to talk about this because my phone was on I had to go pick up something. Yeah, Kelly, you don't want super like ultra contrived language in something because it's just like your meaning's gonna get lost in the words.
Yeah.
Because like reading medical journals or research that I've had to use for papers or whatever for school or just trying to like learn information, because it's so niche, they understand that I already have a certain level of I probably, if I'm looking this up, I have a certain level of education. And if you're just generally writing, you don't want your ideas lost in, well, now I have to get a dictionary.
Callie said, so write the
And-
setting first, the details, and an actual beginning with content. Then I can sprinkle bits of gold stuff on it. Absolutely. That's exactly it.
You can zhuzh it up after you have already like a good foundation. Like you're not
Like-
going to worry about putting in the gilded gold faucet in the house if you don't have walls.
A sink.
Yep. And that's
Mm,
like,
or even
and that's
more.
not
It
to
makes-
say
it makes
that
no
there
sense.
not like, to continue that hypothetical, that there isn't some realm in which solely gold is useful. Well, yeah, there's jewelry. There is a realm for that. But especially like in today's kind of artistic culture, I don't think we're on that side of the line right now. And even if I was wrong about that, I could still say that that's your stronger side. This is your weaker side. So you should focus on this, just because you'll get better
Yeah.
by focusing on your weakest element.
You can add the flare later, but if you focus on putting the flare in immediately, you're never going to get done with your story.
Because you're very good with beautiful language. Like you have great word choice.
Yeah, but if you're hung up on your word and your flow is bad, because that's the other thing. When you're so hung up on that, then your flow of your piece is just non-existent. And
Yeah.
it's going to seem very juxtaposed because people can see that you started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped, and no one wants to have that kind of experience when they're reading a story.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
You're,
Lucy, I am trying to talk about something, ma'am.
She is too.
Chill your
Um,
fucking tits, woman.
Yeah. She very. Oh, you know what you might want to try, Callie, is doing like write out a bullet point list, or just a list of everything that you want to happen in the story. I want them to go do this. I want this to happen. I want a scene where
Yeah,
this
you
happens.
need
I
a
want a scene
map.
where this happens. And
You need-
then
You need
yeah,
a map
then you
for
can
your
do
journey.
like, then you go back to each of those little lines and turn it into a paragraph. Like it was, they go to the store and buy a gun, right? Now I turn it into a paragraph. They go to the store and buy a gun, and they meet a character who convinces the main character that sometimes violence isn't always the best solution. Then I keep, going along and adding it so that it's a paragraph for every one of my lines. Then I go back to that paragraph and I write that out as an entire scene of he walks inside, the bell rings, there's these things on the countertop, like that. And if you kind of go in that direction, because you're kind of coming from the other direction, I think that where you end up is going to be really strong. Callie practices writing and shit a lot, so. Callie, you do a lot of like self-improvement kind of stuff. Practice painting, practice writing.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you, dude. Like you're pretty
always, like-
steadfast and like
Yeah, learning new stuff and
like
like,
if we
mindfulness
say
and therapy and shit.
something, like you're not, yeah, like you don't take it as because there's a difference
hate me.
between not believing in somebody and redirecting them towards something that's more worth their time. And people get those two conflated very
Right.
much, like not conflate. They think if I'm like, well, maybe this isn't a good idea, and it's like, well, you just don't believe in me, and it's like,
Right.
if you know somebody, at least on a pretty general level, or it's like, well, this is all I've ever seen of you, and they've never proven you wrong, like, it's like, well, it's like, well, this seems very, out of character. Like, I don't know if this is really, like, a good idea for you to do.
Right. You gotta have friends who can, like,
But-
tell you, hey, you're headed the wrong
Who
way.
have to be, a little bit of objective
Yeah.
with you. Like, I would hope, like, the two of you, if I came with, like, some weird idea, you'd be like, yo, did you really think about this?
Well, it's like, well,
And most of
first
the time,
question, do you want to make money off of this, or are we doing this for
Like,
the
what was-
artistic merit?
sometimes.
There
But-
is a big difference. Like, actually, to be fair, Callie, if what you are doing is like, I love the way I do things, I want to continue to explore what's on the other side. What happens if I just do nothing but perfect descriptions? And I write an entire book that is a fucking description of one object. Then it would be like, okay, cool. Let me
Okay, that's
find you
kinda
some
fucking
sort of
cool.
resources about that. You know what I mean? But like, that's like, it seems usually like you kind of want to learn everything, and that's why it's easier to be like, oh, this is what you're missing. Go try and learn that. But yeah, you
Yeah.
don't, he doesn't ever complain that we're bullying him, so I hope he doesn't think we are.
'Cause it's
But
not, and
sometimes
I
I
hope-
do. Sometimes I do when he's like, will you read something? I'm like, no, not unless you fucking, I don't have anything. Actually, I was just being a jerk, Callie. Yeah, send it on. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm just...
It doesn't go anywhere.
I think
But, like-
sometimes because Callie is a sensitive guy and I am a sensitive guy, like, there's this inclination to want to like bully and haze him a little bit. But oh my god, Kitty, you are hazing me. Kitty is hazing me. Oh, can't do it. Kitty is hazing me. She only loves me if I pass her tests. This green
Yeah, I mean,
is
is that
not
fucking
how it's supposed to be?
gross. This is just like split pea fucking green. I guess I'm gonna want that at some point when I'm like doing, I don't know. I was gonna say vomit, but I'd like want to use a slime green and be more interesting than this. This is just like boring.
Well, what did you just tell Callie? Sometimes the
Mhm.
more realistic, boring selection is
Mhm.
actually more like carries more artistic
That's
merit.
why I'm
Like,
putting it in the. It's, well, like if I was doing some, and yeah, to give the right answer to that, then right, like if I then decided, okay, I want my piece to highlight, red. So if I use any really crazy green, it's gonna look like Christmas time. So I want to use really muted, plain, boring greens to
Yeah.
accent stuff. Any place that I would have to use a green, use one of these guys that's like, meh. Yeah, boring stuff is really important. That is exactly it. It's the bread.
yeah, and like people love to bring up the idea of, oh, well, men cannot live on bread alone, bitch. Yes, I can.
I can.
Absolutely, I can.
And
I
you
can.
know what
Like,
happens
it
if
is-
you eat nothing but meat? Is you get pretty
Do
sick.
you know what's in bread? Like, bread will, like, the whole point of bread is it keeps you alive. That's the whole goddamn point.
That and beer.
Hey. Oh, so I'm making a strange decision.
Okay.
After today, at least for a little bit, I'm going to stop drinking for a while.
Ooh, okay. That'll be good for
Just
you.
because I really like the idea behind alcohol, and I physically enjoy it. Like I
Mhm.
enjoy the yeasty taste of a beer, or the burning bite
Okay.
of whiskey.
Yeah,
or-
all right. Like, I never liked any of
that.
that. I just did it to get drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, so but I've found more and more that at least, yeah, I can draw a direct line of, like, since the blight started, I'm using it more and more as, oh cool, it's this thing that I also enjoy, but also I don't have to feel as much.
Right, yeah.
And
A lot of people are doing that, though.
Dude, I don't know what
Did
the
I tell
fucking
you-
answer is right now, because in any other scenario, I would be like, well, this is a temporary situation, and everyone's going to have to cope
But
in
it
their
does-
own way to get through this, and then when we're on the other side, then you deal with your fucking drinking problem, if you still have one. But
it
if
might
you're-
not
but at
be a
this point,
there
it's
temporary
might not be
situation.
another side. Yeah, we might just live like this
This
or
may be
worse
the
from
new
here
normal.
on.
Yeah. Because I think I told one of you, a friend of mine, I told her, I'm like, I honestly don't
I have
know.
to go
Like,
grab
she lives
food,
in
but I have my
Philadelphia.
headphone in, so I can hear you guys.
Okay. That I really don't know when this is going to end, if it really will. To me personally, I feel like this is just going to be the normal. And even if, say, humans and the virus adapt to each other somehow a lot quicker than it normally happens, then people may just never get over it. Like, for the foreseeable future, like, I have to be careful, not just because of my job, but, like, my mother is an elderly woman with multiple sclerosis. So
Yeah, that
I'm not trying. I don't want to get her sick, and then it's
Just
like,
on
wow,
off.
like I lost my dad, and then I lost my mother, and my mother got sick because of me, and well, that just brings a whole nother like realm of
fucking
guilt.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a level.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to. Because someone was like, oh, like, are you that concerned about it? It's not me getting sick. It's me getting my mother sick.
Mhm.
It's me being the carrier and the vehicle of which it gets to my mother. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to not do.
That makes total sense.
That's
Like I haven't seen my Nana in a couple of months. Like, oh man, I love that little, like, beyond words. And I haven't seen my maternal side. I haven't seen my maternal grandparents in even longer, and that breaks my heart just as bad. But
Yeah.
exactly what you said, I don't think it is responsible of me to, like, if I were to go like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm tired of being cooped up, I'm gonna go drink in a bar, and then, you know what, I'm tired of not seeing my grandparents, so I'm gonna go visit them. Like that I am unnecessarily exponentially increasing the odds that I will get them sick to the point of dying. And that is intellectually unacceptable to me. You know what I mean? Like I can't square the idea of trying to be like I don't think it's just on a personal level. Like it's probably the biggest dick move that I could try to pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's so like to me, like it's super selfish, and
Yes.
at least for me, like I really quit drinking years and years ago, and I haven't touched a drop of alcohol since 2017 was the last time.
Nice.
I can tell you the exact day. October 5th, 2017 was the last time I drank, because I had gotten so sick off of literally maybe 8 ounces of wine. But then at that point, then I found out later on, like, I don't produce enough of the enzyme that breaks down alcohol. So I'm like the world's cheapest date.
Yeah, like you smell a glass of wine and you're like, hey, fucking, you want a hand job? What's going on? How you doing?
It's really bad. And I'm thinking, well, my doctor at the time was like, yeah, you probably had this issue, but it wasn't that bad. And then as you've gotten older, like it's just gotten worse and worse. And now I just, because I told her, I'm like, I could smell when like fruit was like a couple days too old, like I couldn't eat it. Like it made me sick.
Yeah.
Because it was essentially fermenting. I was like, it would smell like alcohol. Yeah, it would smell like alcohol. And people were like, you're crazy. Like that's like, okay, like it's a couple days old, but I'm like, I literally can't. I'm like, I can't eat this. Like it makes me, like it would make me sick and I would vomit like I was drinking.
Hey, you give me a squishy peach, I'll end up puking all over the front seat of your Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah. Like it was pretty bad. So the more that happened, the less I consumed, and then it just turned into I just can't consume any of this stuff at all. And I, for the most part, quit drinking, just stopped drinking completely on my own. But that was my first term of nursing school. That was the day after. That was the last time I had anything to drink. And that was it. I can't even enjoy a kombucha. Like, that's how, like, I can't even have kombucha because it literally, I took a sip of somebody's and puked. Like, had to run to the bathroom, like, I'm going to puke.
Beard,
it was so awful.
Yeah.
Are you trying to just cut back, or are you trying to quit for an amount of time?
No, I'm not. I'm making choice to not consume alcohol with intensity that I normally. And I know that can kind of come across as like oh, well, why don't you just fucking go sober, you fucking pussy? Like,
no, I'm actually saying
that's not what I'm trying to go. Yeah.
I think most people would say, how are you going to stop yourself from drinking the amount you usually do? But if you have that level of self-control and you can just be like, I'm going to do less now, then that's the perfect idea. That's how I felt with drugs. Like, I wasn't going to stop cold turkey because I fucking liked it, but I wasn't an addict, so it was just like, well, then I'll do it less.
Yeah, that I'm thankful to say I have enough self-awareness to say that I do not need alcohol and or its ancillary effects to continue functioning. You're
not an alcoholic. You're just depressed.
perfect example. Sometimes if I am a dedicated pothead, like I before I go into work, I smoke 2 joints, and then I
Yep.
smoke joints when I get home from work. And if it's the weekend, I do some dabs and bong rips to make Superman the Man of Steel incredibly enjoyable. If I were in that situation, the terminology I would use is, you know what? I think I want to do a little bit of a tolerance break.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's not that
That's
I
where I'm
don't
headed
at
to,
this
buddy.
point. Yeah, I don't think that I am being negatively affected, because from what I can ascertain of my own interactions with the world, as well as the people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis, I am not, like, it isn't affecting my life, but I want to.
But you don't want it to.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that it doesn't. Like, I don't want it to I don't want to give it that chance. And also, I think it would be kind of cool if I could, like, just kind of stop having beers for a month or 2 or more, and then that way, when I decide, you know what, I'm gonna have a beer right now, I just
You will
need
get
one
drunk.
kilt lifter, and then I'm like, oh fuck, this is goddamn amazing, holy shit.
Yeah. You will get drunk. Man, I haven't had a tolerance break in years. So it's going to be interesting for me. But yeah, I'm happy that you're,
Okay.
making the choice to be smart about just how you handle, a substance that is harmful to the body. It's good.
Yeah. I am obviously, I'm to, as
It's You're in
I'm
every
not a
way
square,
reasonable on this.
so I'm not gonna say, oh, no more beer for me ever again. Like, I'm just gonna read the Book of Mormon and get my kicks that way.
Right.
I am just approaching the point, like, you know what? I think it would be nice if I could, like, get drunk or like get a buzz going off of 3 beers instead of 6. You know what I mean?
It would be cool.
Like, I'm not in the military
But
anymore,
there's
so I
like
don't
nothing
need
wrong
to.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
just
can
like,
be
hey,
completely blitz.
I want to spend half as much and do a little less damage to my liver.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.